I am not here to debate with anyone. I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject. I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.
Yeah. Good morning, y'all. Listen, I gotta go off on this. I just saw this on my Twitter. I saw this on my Twitter, and I gotta go off on this, y'all. I gotta go off on this. I'm really getting tired of y'all being an embarrassment. You want to drop the link? Okay. You know what? I'm gonna drop the link right here. Here, because it's not gonna be a very long live stream, but I gotta go off. I gotta go off. So wait a minute. So let me make sure it's because it's Twitter. I gotta be careful. I gotta be careful. Um, because Twitter do have nudity and everything else, and this this is an embarrassment. And I always ask this question. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What happened?
What's the matter?
Something about the interface just messed up. Hold on. Hold on. Be right back. Be right back. Hold on.
Good morning, everybody. DJ will be back momentarily. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Sunday. How you doing, Freddie? How you doing? So from what I can gather, Big J about to talk about embarrassment.
Yeah, hold on. I'm back. Hold on. I
He
gotta.
back.
Yeah, I gotta show this. I gotta show this real quick. I gotta show this. Now, this is an embarrassment, right? This right is an embarrassment. I have no idea this was happening. Now, Matt Gaetz said America's borrowing money from China to give it to Israel doesn't make us stronger. It make us fools, right? Now, what Matt Gates said is right. We do borrow. Our national debt comes from China, right? Everybody and their mama knows about this. But this Negro going to sit and say, well, these two Negroes, Twilly D and Twilly Dumb going to sit and say, I have no idea this was happening. That's why I always ask the question, Queen. And why is the interface keep on changing on me?
I don't know. What's it doing?
Anyway.
It ain't changing no money.
What's up, okay, like you know how like the picture's big, and now all of a sudden you wanna squish it down small into little boxes. Like that is weird. I don't like that shit. But anyway, I'll power through it. I'll power through this.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm looking at this, right?
Mm.
And I'm sitting there like, I know you. This proves me black conservatives, black MAGA people don't know what the hell they're talking about. They never give you a reason why they are conservative. They never give you a credible reason why they're MAGA. If you don't know anything about taxes or foreign policy or trade, you got no business talking about politics. You got no business talking about, political shit. Y'all voted for Donald Trump because of black women. Y'all have problems with the opposite sex, whether it's black men or black men or black women or gays. That's the only reason why y'all vote for MAGA.
And they, for some reason, thought that they was gonna make some money with Republicans.
Now you see this on Twitter, right? You see this on Twitter. I just happen to open up my Twitter and I see this bullshit. I'm like, what the hell is this? This is an embarrassment. You don't know? You don't know anything about taxes. You don't know nothing about how debt and everything else. The only damn thing they know about is black women took welfare, kicked a man out the household for welfare, and blah 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 blah.
That shit ain't true either.
Well, it's not even true. I know it's not true. I know it's not true. But to sit there and say and say that, they'll sit there and talk about that day in, day out, but they don't know how taxes who we borrow money from. Ever since 1986, America has been borrowing money from communist China. Since everybody around here, since people on the right want to call everybody communist, well, how come that great American Ronald Reagan, who waved the 50 stars and stripes, he's a real American? How come you borrow money from Red China? Grandpa sold this country out. That's the point right there. Ronald Reagan and Richard Nixon, our grandpas, he sold this country out. Grandpa, and that's who we talking about. Grandpa. It's that generation of politicians from the last 60 years that sold America out. Now, though, the grandsons and granddaughters have to deal with the consequences. But the high swing, what's going on, Pierre? I see you in the chat room.
Are they known for anything? How you doing, Pierre?
Yeah.
I mean, the high swing, wasn't they didn't they start out doing fitness content?
Yeah, fitness. They was doing the black, the black experience. Even though they're mixed, they were doing that. Then they went to, bodybuilding and fitness, and then here we go. Ever since 2015, that got on the Donald Trump train. They got on MAGA,
But they ain't never been smart.
huh?
I said they ain't never been smart.
I just like I want to add this prove that black conservatives, if you, it's kind of like when Brandon Tatum got cooked the other day by Davy Smith. You don't know anything, and you're talking. You don't know nothing about the history of Israel. You know nothing about the history of Palestine. You don't know jack. But here you go. You know, coming with the talking points. You come with those classical talking points and nonsense.
But MAGA is heavily propagated. So all they gonna do is spew talking points because
Not
they eat propaganda.
not even an original thought. I mean, and I want y'all to know something too, though, right? I was gonna do a video on this. Since everybody want to talk about, the liberals are the liberals are the ones who are violent. Liberals are the one, blah 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 blah, right?
Yeah.
Well. There is two things I want to talk about. One is how come Charlie Kirk's sister was not at the funeral? Has anybody seen any footage or Charlie Kirk's sister at the memorial service last week? Because I'm gonna do a video on that. And guess what? Guess what his sister is?
But
A flaming socialist.
was that his funeral or was it just a memorial service?
A moral service.
Okay.
Right. And Fred. Right. Exactly. Nobody talking about that part.
It's because that was a fundraiser.
Right. No family, no family friends at the funeral. Where's his parents at? You see, his mom and dad ain't there.
That was a fundraiser.
And good.
Would you go to your child's fundraiser upon their death?
That's what I'm saying. I'm sitting there scratching my head like, wait a minute. I said, wait a minute. I know, because I know some. I was listening to a right wing talk show host last night, and I listened to him last week as well. Right? He was saying, because he brought it up last week. He brought up last night. I'm listening to this, and he mentioning the sister of Charlie Kirk, and then also he mentioned the family of Charlie Kirk, who his father is, who his mother is. His mother's supposed to be I forgot what she, a psychologist or some shit, and and the father's supposed to be a somewhere up in academia or some shit. I forgot what it is. Though. You know, I can't. You know, but the sister though is very, very interesting. She worked for Bernie Sanders, and nobody. Well, wait a minute. Are you gonna call his sister a violent person because she's a liberal? Because she supported a socialist in Bernie Sanders. See, I gotta do a video on that. I gotta do pre-record video on that. Because that makes no sense. Oh, and my Jack. I think my Jack, man. What man? You wrote to me in the comment section. You know what? I'm gonna leave that alone. my Jack. My Jack. I saw what you wrote to me in the comment section. I'm gonna say it like this. I'm gonna leave it alone because that was gaslighting. Because you saw it and I saw it. That was gaslighting. That's why I don't fuck with his ass anymore. After that shit.
Who?
Hold on. I'll put it in the chat. I'll put it in the private chat. I'll put it in private chat.
Okay.
Cause
Yeah, I'm awake. Cause somebody tried to argue with me and tell me I was wrong.
Huh? Say what?
I think. Let me know when you done, so we can talk about the Second Amendment. Somebody tried to argue with me.
Oh, go ahead. Let's talk about the Second Amendment then. Let's talk about the Second Amendment. No, I just serious. I want black conservatives. Do y'all? I think the only black conservative who got sense is Ricky.
Wait a minute.
Ricky Manners. Ricky Manners is the only black conservative who got sense. Everybody else is just on that. Oh yeah, you know. Anyway, hold on. Yeah. Let me stop sharing
it. Running a propaganda campaign for them conservatives for about 20 to 30 years now. And now it's starting to manifest. These motherfuckers is brainwashed.
Right.
That's why, Trump didn't have a problem with misinformation. That's why he's working to put a stop to people being educated. Ooh, boy, he's doing a lot. But the Second Amendment. So somebody told me that I was wrong when I said that the Second Amendment gives us the right to defend ourselves against a tyrannical or rogue government.
Yeah. Yes.
They told me that that's only in there because that was for when the Patriots was fighting the British.
No. This is you got people on here talking and don't know shit. I'm tired of that. Right?
And then I'm reading the Second Amendment, what it says, and they're still fucking arguing with me about what it means. And I'm they're like, you got to go back in history, and I'm like,
the Second Amendment. The Second Amendment is there in case the government get out of pocket. That's what it's there for. Because okay, I'm gonna use since we want to talk about white on white crime. Since we got people around talking about black on black crime. Well, let's talk about white on white crime. When was the last time there was a massacre between the government and the people? I can only name you two. It happened in the 1930s, or no, I'm sorry, 1920s and 30s, and it happened in I want to say Kentucky. No, scratch that. No. I'm sorry. It was the 1940s. Remember that movie called Walking Tall?
Walking Tall?
Yeah. That's a good example of the Second Amendment. Okay? When the sheriff was being corrupt and he was killing people and shit, that's a good example of the Second Amendment. However, that happened in the 1970s, the 60s and 70s. Let's go back a little bit further, right? Further in time. Well, there was a war between the coal miners and the county government in Tennessee. Tennessee, I think it was Tennessee or Kentucky. You know what? I gotta do a video on that. I forgot which state it was, but I want to say Kentucky or Tennessee. But anyway, they were doing some coal mining. So anyway, there was a World War II vets that went ahead and well, fuck it. Those are white people against white people. People was fighting the mob, fighting the county government, fighting the state government, all that. And in factly, and let's also say this: what happened in Rosewood, what happened in Black Wall Street, that was black people using the Second Amendment against the government. So I don't know why people try to make the man, it's only there for this and only there for the muskets. And the Constitution came out in 1787. The Revolutionary
War was already over with.
Yeah, the Revolutionary War ended in 1882. 1882, 1883. Well, okay, 1881 was the last battle. The last battle of the Revolutionary War was 1881. 1781. I'm sorry, I said 1781 was the last battle, but the war actually ended 2 years later. Yeah. Huh?
Yeah. I said, 17.
Yeah, 1780.
They also told me that you can't defend yourself against rogue police officers. I said, yes, the fuck you can.
Yeah.
Like, no, you can't. I said, there have been people that have defended themselves against the police and were not prosecuted for it. That's never happened. That doesn't exist. I said, Google it.
Yeah, even what's on here? Even the movie The Walking Tall is a prime. Now, I ain't talking about the one with The Rock. I'm talking about the 1971s with Jim Baker, J.B. Baker. I think that actor played on the original Walking Tall. That was the same concept. A man. Yeah.
Yeah, they was telling me that because I couldn't tell them exactly who and when and where and how that it didn't happen. I'm like, you are on the whole goddamn internet. All you gotta do is Google it and pull it up. They gonna Google some shit talking about this don't rarely happen and da. I say, you know what? That's ignorant as hell. Hold on, I'll get it for you. And then I started telling them about the cases that people have won. Then they want to move the goalposts and shit. It's just a handful of people. Motherfucker, you said it didn't exist.
I just wonder, why a lot of these Republicans that are supporting Trump that are on the fence don't see what's happening, because they're using violence as a way to be able to cause an effect of being taking military on the streets and going after American citizens like the Nazis did. And they don't see the playbook. They don't see that they don't have to have a reason. There's no actual reason. All they do is lie out their teeth. And that this is just a way to justify going out there and going after their opponents, which is the Democratic Party. That's what this is about. They've already arrested several Democratic senators and stuff like that, and congressmen. And so why would this be any different? Why would they think this would be different? This is a Nazi playbook. And them going after the Constitution, Trump has never respected the Constitution. And neither do any of those people that are in office as a Republican, because if they did respect the Constitution, they wouldn't be doing any of the things that they are doing right now.
Even international law has been violated.
Yeah.
You don't bomb boats coming out of Venezuela. Say those are drugs. We don't even know they were drugs or not. So you want to take a big missile, a missile by size of a house, and I don't know, maybe y'all saw the footage. The missile struck a boat,
Mm-hmm.
a fast, one of these fast boats that you see all the time, right? These high speed boats. I'm sitting there like I'm looking at that like, okay, y'all didn't read it, y'all didn't come down there and read these people their rights. Y'all didn't
Well, they
sit
can't
there.
because they can't do that because it's international waters. However,
But when you that's for one thing, yes, you violate the high seas thing. First of
yes.
all, they did not present not a danger to anybody. If y'all really was trying to stop the drugs, quote unquote, and stop fentanyl, y'all would have tracked the boat to whatever island in the Caribbean. No, what they did, they bombed it. You're gonna waste a $200 million missile to take out a boat?
Nothing this administration does is justified. There's not a thing they do that's justified. And you're scratching your head wondering what they're doing, how they're going to be justified. They're never going to be justified. He has overstepped Congress. He has overstepped Congress when it comes to voting on certain things that he's doing. So you're asking him to justify he's doing illegal procedures. He has done so many outrageous things that that Richard Nixon would have never in a million years done, and he still got impeached. You're asking for sanity and clarity from an administration that has none.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the reckoning. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for the reckoning because I can't believe people.
Well,
This. Go ahead.
we can't have no reckoning when we got folks running around here telling people they don't have the right to defend their goddamn self.
No. And they're saying that they are going to be able to go into people's houses and snatch people up. This is a problem because these people that took office, and when they took office, so after the fact, if things can get back into control, then you can go after all these Republican senators and these Republican congressmen, and then you can go after them because they took an oath to uphold the Constitution before they took office, right? So you can get them after the fact if they're breaking the constitutional rights of the American people because they took an oath. However, they're running with it. They're running with the Nazi playbook right now.
I need to do a video. I got so much topics I want to do. I want to do pre-recorded videos because Stephen Miller's speech, and I look up Joseph Goebbels' speech.
Yeah, same.
I gotta do video on that. I gotta do video on, and yes, that video on Pastor on that Bishop Wooden. That I'm sorry, I got to roast Bishop Wooden. I can't stand Bishop Patrick Wooden. You talk about everybody else except for the Epstein files. You talk about Kamala like a dog. You talk about everybody else.
Kamala's not in the Epstein files.
I know.
Hillary is. Maybe Hillary and Bill Clinton are.
I know that, but the point I'm trying to make it, Bishop Wooden can talk about everybody else and about gays and transsexual and immorality. Okay, what about you and your friendship with Donald Trump? Says I'm gonna bring that up and I'm gonna tag him. I'm gonna tag him. I'm gonna tag that church. I'm gonna say, explain that. I'm gonna explain that right there. No. Tell me about the Epstein file. You talking about everybody else. You talking about how everybody is gay and you don't want men dressed up like women in the church house and they're corrupting the minds of children. Yet here's you standing. Here's you in the White House with Donald Trump, and Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. Oh, the British government is releasing their part of the Epstein files. By the way,
Thank God.
I'm watching the British government. Yeah, shout out to
Well,
them.
I'm going to tell you why, because they know that right now, if America falls, you know how many other countries are going to fall.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So yeah. So yeah. They see it, but yeah. I got so many videos I want to do because that's yeah. I got to go in on that, but yeah. So
That's so
uh,
crazy to me.
I,
All these people are crooked. Like there's nothing righteous about any of them. Listen, if you even cared an ounce about the Constitution, you wouldn't even be doing half this stuff. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm. And
Trump let everybody know he doesn't care, and he wants to keep on breaking the constitutional laws.
and I'm sitting over here listen to these pastors. I got it. I'm sorry. I gotta go off. I go off on that Joel. What's his name? The guy said it's not safe to be around black people. He was the same pastor that said last year about he wants a Christian naturalistic country.
There's nothing more dangerous. I'm going to tell you what's the most dangerous. There's nothing more dangerous than a white man who can't control his emotions. There's nothing more dangerous than that type of person. So while we're sitting here talking about violence and being the most violent, there's nothing more violent. And I'm not even going to candy coat this. There's nothing more violent than an out of control white man. And when I say control, can't put his feelings and emotions in check and think reasonably.
Yeah.
There is not a point in time where every motherfucker can come in my house and take anybody without a warrant. You gonna get your ass lit the fuck up like a Christmas tree.
That's what my brother said too. He said if they start doing this stuff, he said he's going to give them what they're asking for. You know what
That's
I'm saying?
our constitutional right. They can't fucking do that shit. And if they do try to do that shit, it's gonna be a lot of bloodshed because motherfuckers just gonna shoot.
But it just seems like that's what they're itching for. They're itching to get that back.
It was
They're
never
itching for a
supposed to
civil
exist.
war.
That ain't got that's not a civil war. That is a direct violation of folk constitutional rights. We got the Second Amendment for a fucking reason. You can't just barge up in people's house.
And I want y'all to notice something though. He talking about invading Portland. So Ice Cube's bus got burnt up. I don't know if
Yeah, because
y'all heard.
they thought it was ice.
Oh, they thought it was
Oh
ice.
shit! For real?
Yeah, they thought
Oh
it was
God!
they thought it was an
Seriously?
ice van. And yeah, they fucked it up.
I mean, oh shit! Poor Ice Cube.
So now Trump is going into say we're going to invade Portland. Really? Okay, you going to invade Portland? Okay.
But they should have
Yeah.
known it wasn't an ice van because ice vans ain't got no license plates or any kind of identification on it.
But
I don't think people paying that much attention to this thing ice.
yeah. They see the word ice and they just assume it was the government. But here is the thing: why won't y'all send the National Guard into Dallas? Because what happened at the ICE facility? 2 mass shootings at the same place within
Damn.
the same week. So somebody and I saw the gruesome of photographs of the shooter.
Oh,
right?
Big J, you got to stop. You got to stop thinking these people that they're putting or identifying as a shooter is actually being the shooter. They're not the
No,
shooter.
no, 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 no,
They're the
no, no,
patsies.
no,
They're the
no,
patsies.
no, no. This guy went ahead, took the rifle, and blew his eye socket out.
His own eye?
His left eye. He put the barrel of the gun to his left eye.
I don't buy
And
any
took.
of that shit. I don't buy any
Okay,
of that.
man. Now I'm like, what the hell? So what happened was a lot of those people. Okay, I don't know about the first shooting because I forgot I forgot about the details of the first shooting. I'm talking about the second shooting, right?
Mm-hmm.
He went to the ICE. None of the ICE agents got hurt. He shot all the inmates.
That's what I'm telling you. That shit don't add up. If you're that good of a shooter, you're not going after an ICE agent. That's all bullshit, Big J. You're buying bullshit.
No. The point I'm trying to make is he might be after the inmates and not the agents. I think the second shooter is after the inmates. Is where I'm going at. But yeah. But,
so is he alive?
No, he dead.
Okay. Well, I'm just asking.
Man, I saw that shit on Twitter. I'm like, what the? Oh man, really? Y'all?
Shot himself in the eye.
Yeah,
what the fuck
man.
he shoot himself in the eye for? What's the point of it?
Like they were surrounding him, right? And then like he took the rifle and then he yeah.
But you're hearing this out. But you're hearing this after the fact, right, Big J? You didn't see it, the shooting play out.
So
I saw the body and yeah.
But you didn't see him shoot himself.
I saw,
and so you believe that?
I'm going to go by. Go ahead.
Rather than him let them take his ass to jail, he decided to take himself out.
But on him, I can believe that. I believe that part. I can't believe that.
I mean, why
I don't believe any of that.
Fucking eye?
Like, damn.
So he's surrounded and he got precision shooting in his own eye. Got it.
Well, I don't care. These white men fucking each other out. So
yeah, but I'm waiting for I'm waiting for Matt Walsh. I'm waiting for Ben Shapiro. I'm waiting for Jason Whitlock talk about white on white crime. I want to talk to them about
they're never gonna do it.
They're not gonna talk about that. You know that it's been 2 white dudes that been shot. I think a total of 6 police officers last week, and that shit is barely getting any coverage.
In Pennsylvania, and remember that black man that stabbed the Ukrainian girl?
Yeah.
Okay, they flipped the script. A white man did it to a black girl. Same way. Two black girls. Nobody ain't saying a word. Oh, and by the way, since we own that, right? Since we own the current events, they keep pulling bodies out of the Bayou River in Houston. They keep finding bodies
from the flood.
No, ain't no flood.
From that serial killer.
Yeah, serial killer in Houston. Oh, there's no serial killer. Oh, there's no serial killer. The bullshit. That's 15 bodies you found. You keep finding bodies out over there in that same location.
Hold up, women's bodies?
Well, the majority of them are women.
Okay, so this is the thing about serial killers. Serial killers usually have an MO. They have something that attracts them to the victim. And usually the victim has similar traits, whether it be all men, a certain age, a certain look, or all women, a certain age, a certain look, da 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 da. That's usually how serial killers work. But if you got different bodies, women, men, da 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 da, and they don't link up or look the same, or there's things that are different, that's not a serial killer. That's multiple killers.
The way it looked, period, is like you're finding a body here, 15 yards down, you find another body, and you find another body, 20 yards away from that one. I mean, I'm looking at this shit, and
What's the race of the bodies?
They're not. They only revealed one, but they're not telling you what the rest of them are.
What is the one?
It's black. Because she was a student at U of H, University of Houston. Yeah, she went missing around the 5th of September, and they found her 3 days later. So,
and why aren't they revealing the race of the other people? Is it multiple black women? Is it multiple black people? Because we know what that could be.
We don't. They're not revealing the information of the others, because the reason why
they don't know who the hell and what the hell going on. They're not going to know these things.
Right. The reason why though she was the reason why. Right. The reason why she was noticed because the university, if there is a missing person on the university campus, the university going to sound the alarm. It seems like the rest, right? So the rest of the people are usually people who are locals. So that's why they're not put out there like that as she was, as a young woman was.
Well,
so
Queen made a very valid point when she said that campuses should press charges with those men stepping on campus, because honestly, they are a danger to the campus. I don't care if they say they came to do this, to do that, da da da. No, they came and not getting permission. Nobody gets to step on campuses, right? And there's reasons why you don't get to just step on campuses, because they have had multiple people come in on campus that were not allowed to come in, and have come in with guns and everything and want to shoot up the school. So not allowing them to just willy-nilly walk up on campus. They don't have a right to walk up on any campus to have a debate with anybody. You have to go through the proper channels. And them doing that, they're a danger to those students. And they should press charges against them.
I want to see lawsuits. I want to see lawsuits. I want them.
Yeah,
I want the university.
I hope they do.
I want Tennessee State. I want Tennessee State to sue Jason Whitlock. I want them to sue Laura Ingram. I want them to sue, because I'm tell you what Laura Ingram and Jason Whitlock did. So they have the 2 boys on there, right? The 2 boys that was there doing all that bullshit. So what happened was, they said these guys were those students was rioting. They're riots and they're mobs. They've been violent. They're anti-white. Okay, what is a riot? Has any cars been flipped over? Nope. Has any building been caught on fire? Nope. Has anybody got injured? Nope. So therefore you're slandering each and every one of those people who was there.
Yeah.
So therefore sue them. I want the NAACP to sue the shit out of them. I'm getting really tired of people playing defense. No, you play offense. Start suing them. Stop, nip this at the bud before somebody do something to them. before they step up to the wrong person, and,
They're
and you
they're
know,
they're they're conflating protesting, which is our right to do, with rioting. Okay, so they need to stop doing that shit. But that's them gaslighting the American people over different issues just because they will be voted out. I'm going to be honest with you, they will be voted out. We have a fair election, they will all fucking be gone.
I wouldn't be too sure about that.
The
I wouldn't be too sure.
Republicans. Oh yes,
No,
they will be gone.
no.
Yeah, it's looking like a blue wave. It's looking that way. The Republicans are steady losing the special elections. I got
Yeah,
a ballot right now. I need to fill out. So
yeah, but guess what? Guess about that that special election in Arizona. Old girl won her daddy's or grandpa's position. Her grandpa was a congressman or daddy. I forgot.
Yeah,
I
but
forgot. I don't know.
it's happening all the way. It happened in Florida too. So
Hold on,
wherever they've had elections,
hold on,
they're going blue.
hold on, Period. I'm about to tell you what's happening. So she won that, right? They wouldn't even swear her in.
he's not swearing her in. The Speaker of the House.
Yeah, the Speaker of the House is not swearing her in, even though she won the election. She supposed to be sworn in already. He ain't swearing nobody in.
He's not swearing her in because they don't want their votes to come out. And they have shut down the government again to keep
Yeah,
the Epstein files from
yeah,
coming out.
because she campaigned on the
And how
Epstein
long do you
files.
think that's going to hold out when one after another election turns blue? You think he can continue to do that?
I think she'll be sworn in 6 months.
No, she's
They're
going to
gonna
get
wait
sworn
for
in.
6. Huh?
She's
No.
going to get sworn in. When people protest and go up
He got.
to
The only way she's gonna get sworn in before it's strategic for them for her in if they go and file a lawsuit with a
Right.
federal court.
Yeah. All she's gonna do is file a lawsuit because this has happened before, though. I mean, this happened in 1967 with Clayton Powell. They refused to sit him in his seat, so he had to file a lawsuit, and he got sworn in. Uh, 2 months later, they're gonna do that to her. So all she gotta do is file a lawsuit. So this might take y'all another 3, 6 months.
no, it's not going to take that long.
Okay. I'm just telling you, what they're gonna do, and then what they're gonna do is now they're already gonna go after email. What's her name? The Muslim girl from
Yeah,
Somalia.
Omar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're gonna bounce her ass up and out of there. They're gonna bounce her ass up and out of there. They're going
How?
to do it.
How?
Expulsion.
I don't know if
Expulsion
they're
for
gonna
what?
be able to do that. They don't want her there, but I don't think it's much that they can do with that.
No, expulsion. They're going to expel her ass out of there.
How?
Yeah, they got to have a reason. I don't think they have a valid enough reason to be able to do this. But the issue is when all these people went and voted for Trump, the mistake they made was sitting up there and turning the Senate and the House red. It was dumb as hell, knowing how volatile of a fucking person this motherfucker was. And it's the result of this shit. A bunch of nonsense and chaos. It is what it is. That's what I'm saying. People need to know their rights. Because they start talking about coming in your house, those things. Nah, we're not doing it. Mm-mm. Whatever y'all doing on the federal level, I can't do nothing about that. Besides, cast my vote. But I do have a right as a private citizen. And
I'm still very upset about how the homeless have been attacked ever since that Fox News reporter said euthanize them, kill them, and they have been getting shot up and killed all over the United States behind that shit. I'm still upset about that.
Oh, it's been more than one accident. When I think I remember, so it's been more than 2 incidents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where at?
So one was a white guy in Mississippi was hung on a tree, and he was homeless. And then you had the encampment shot up in there was one shot up in Chicago, and I think another one in Minnesota. I don't know for sure. Something in Minnesota. It's been happening all over.
I only heard it too.
Like they're attacking the homeless. And they're creating an environment. This government is creating the environment where people are going to lose all their jobs, and they're also going to be homeless. So they're going to create laws to go after the homeless, but they're going to push a reality for people that have never been homeless, that in this environment and this government for people, they will become homeless, and then they're going to be a victim of the government. And I don't know where people don't see that coming. This country's in trouble.
I gotta
So I
screenshot
only
this.
see 2 places in Minnesota and Illinois. I don't see any news about any other place.
You're talking about mass shooting, though, but homeless people are being attacked all over the country.
I don't think that's abnormal. Now, mass shooting, yes, but a homeless person being attacked is not abnormal. Especially when there are homeless people that go get drunk and fuck with people.
Oh yeah. But people being gunned down in groups like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's different. But I only see 2 stories like that.
Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, but
That still don't mean that anchor to lose his job. Just like that MSNBC host lost his job for making a sensible statement. This man stood up here and said kill homeless people. He shouldn't have a job.
Well, he said something else recently. I forgot what he said. The same one that said euthanize the homeless or kill them. He said something else recently that was another red flag about killing people. So he's a neo-Nazi in Fox. And he still got his job. He's inciting violence, and he still got his job. And this is the second time he says to his audience, the Fox audience, to kill certain people.
but I'm also am worried about what the Secretary of War said, was actually supposed to be Secretary of Defense, but anyway, they're trying to rename the Department of Defense to the Department of War. But anyway, why would you invite every general and admiral to one location?
Because they're going to tell them to do what they want them to do against the Constitution, and a lot of them are going to resign.
Right, so they can get in their marching orders. And they also renamed the department, the ombudsman department in the Department of Education.
Hold on, say that again. You wasn't clear. You wasn't clear when you
The
said that.
ombudsman department of the Department of Education, they renamed it
Oh God,
To
what did
what?
they name it?
to shoot. Let me look it up because I can't remember off the top of my head. of education. Okay. New name. The office, the Office of Consumer Education and Ombudsman, and the focus is not dealing with customer complaints. It is to tell students how dangerous it is to borrow student loans.
Yeah, and one of y'all sent me a text about the what was going on in Oklahoma. Yeah, I'm fully aware. Well, I'm mostly aware what's going on in Oklahoma. You know, the Bible and what's
Oh yeah, I meant to tell you about that part. Yeah, I meant to. Yeah,
yeah.
so they cut out a lot of the Constitution and the amendments and put it in the Bible. So what they don't want from the Constitution and the amendments, they've cut it out and posted in the Bible as if that's what the students are supposed to learn, and they're not supposed to learn the full Constitution and the full amendments.
So the textbook, I don't know, Queen might be busy, but the textbook is the Bible. So in the Bible, you have the Declaration of Independence and the Pledge of Allegiance, and you also have the the Constitution, which is only the Constitution in the first 10
But
in the Bill of
the
Rights, right?
clincher is they cut out a lot of the amendments in the
Right.
Constitution, and they went back to the 3/5 of a person, 3/5 of a human being
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
in their Bible Constitution.
Yeah, that's why if you are a American citizen, you should have a copy of the Constitution in your house.
You're not clear, Queen. We couldn't hear you.
I said all Americans should have a copy of the Constitution in their house.
Yeah, but the students that are
Yeah.
growing up don't. That's the thing. So if you have a poor student that the only book they get is this Bible and the Constitution, they're not
Period.
going to
No
get that.
hell. No, that don't fly with me. Ain't no such thing as a poor student if you're an active parent. That's bullshit. Fucking raise your fucking kids.
Well, some people are not going to do it, and they're going to go by what the hell they have in that book and that Constitution, and these kids are going to be ill-equipped. They're not going to fully understand what the full Constitution is.
And for the people that give a damn, they'll educate their children properly because school is supplemental to what you should be teaching at home.
I mean, I agree with that, but every parent's not going to do that.
I'm not worried about every parent. That would be asinine. It's like worrying about everybody in that particular situation. That don't make sense.
No, but it
Everybody's
does,
not.
Yeah.
because if you got a whole army of students coming up, and the only thing they know is that they're white supremacy and everybody else is 3/5 of a human, they're gonna think of those people when they start to be able to hold guns as being 3/5 of a human being and not being human being.
And there are people that's gonna know the Constitution and they gonna have guns too. But I'm not worried about none of that.
I think though what y'all missing is that you're gonna have a generation of people not knowing shit. I mean, okay, I'm
Yeah,
gonna be like
that's
this.
what I'm scared of.
I'm gonna be like this.
There's people that don't know shit now. That's how we end up
But
in the
that's
Right,
situation
right,
that we
right, right, and that's the point, Queen. That's the point.
that
Look at
is.
look at YouTube. Let's look at the people who we talk to on here. People who want to talk about, okay, I'm using the Hines twins, right? You supposed to know shit. If you supposed to be in this shit, you supposed to know shit, right? So you got people in here talking about shit and don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They
I
they
don't
they're going by.
expect two jocks to know a goddamn thing. They not people I would go get education from. I'm just
Well,
saying.
the sad thing. Well, the sad thing we got people who follow them. You know, the sad thing we got people who follow them and you know everything else. So that's the issue I have. You know.
I'm tripping because how do they not hear what Trump is actually saying and what this government is saying, and you're still backing them? You hear out of their own mouths their racism, and you're still backing them? I don't fucking get it.
Because they have been launching a 30-year propaganda campaign toward right-leaning people. That's why these motherfuckers run around here brainwashed.
Yeah, because this really started. I want to say, well, I want to say this started when Lee at Water back in the 70s, but if you want to go a little more recent, I'll say around 1987 when Ronald Reagan got rid of the fairness doctrine. And then you start seeing Rush Limbaugh and Sean Hannity come out the wood and work and just say any old damn any old stupid ass shit. So you know, so yeah, I think yeah, you're right. This been going on for these 30, 40 years. You know, it's been a campaign, and now with social media, you have dumbasses, and you got people just hanging on every word what so and so said, and they just is mindless. You see mindlessness. That's why you got people
That
like
guy from Fox, you know what he said? I just remember what he said. He said because the elevator stopped on Trump and the teleprompter stopped on Trump, they should bomb the UN. Did you hear him say that?
no, I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that part.
That's the same guy that said euthanize, the one that said euthanize
Yeah.
the homeless. He said
Mm-hmm.
that. He said because Trump was embarrassed that the escalator stopped and they had to walk the escalator up and the teleprompter stopped, that they should bomb the US or the UN.
What?
Sorry.
Wait a minute. But here's how stupid this is. Trump made the president of France to walk 3 blocks.
Well, they think they can do anything they want to other people, but everybody's supposed to be on their tippy toes for Trump. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Now, I got a whole list of things Trump did. Trump pulled the visa of the president of Colombia. President of Trump made the president of France to walk 3 blocks.
Well, did you see what he did to the King of England, Charles, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he walked
go ahead.
with the guard instead, and walked in front of Charles and walked all the way through that fucking palace like he owned the motherfucker, and walked with the guard instead of Charles. And that's total disrespect in another country. He has no fucking respect for any other leader in any other country.
And I'm still going to talk about this president of France thing because I'm going to be careful what I'm about to say. Why would a world leader walk in the middle of Manhattan? Why would you have a foreign leader, a president of one of the world major powers walk in the middle of New York when he only got 4 or 5 guards? No, you want him to be. Well, you know what? I'm gonna leave that alone. You know, I'm gonna leave. I'll leave it there. See, I see what's going on. Come on, you know.
So why was he stupid enough to walk? He your ass in the face.
Yeah.
No. If you would have watched it, they had it blocked, so his car couldn't reach the UN. So his car was boxed in the traffic. It was barricade, so he had to sit there and walk.
Trump doesn't give respect to any
And
other
looked at
leaders.
so,
Just
and
know that.
then and then though he got on the phone, called Donald Trump on the phone. Hey, it's on. You know, I might do a video on this. He actually talking to Trump on the phone. Trump said, "Hell no."
Hell
On the other
no,
end,
wouldn't it?
no, I'm not gonna unblock the barricade. And he was talking to the police officer. Police officer, listen, I wish I can help you out, but I was told to hold the barricade. See, I'm gonna do a video on that because there's something wrong with that. It's something very fucked up about that shit. It was like though he was waiting for something to happen.
Well,
Well,
for
you know,
one,
they
they
definitely,
don't respect the UN. That's one. They don't respect other leaders. He wants to be king of the world. You know what I'm saying? Him and
Mm-hmm.
Putin. He'll share king of the world with Putin though, because that's his boyfriend.
All right.
and you
Vito
know,
said. Vito said that was funny. Yeah, it looked funny when I was watching it, but he made him look like a bitch. I'm
France
sorry, he
don't
made him
have
look like huh?
France don't have a government right now.
Man, France is doomed. I don't
So
know
that's
what
another reason why he probably decided he don't need to respect him because they don't have no damn government.
France is fucked. Africa fucked France up.
Yes, it
Africa
did.
fucked France. Yeah, Africa fucked France ass up. They can't do
And I'm
shit
proud
now.
of them. It's about time they start giving these folks what they deserve.
Shit.
And Botswana is working on taking back the right to their diamond mine.
You forgot 2018 and world leaders been meeting for 100 years after World War. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah. Um the League of Nations meeting 1919. Yeah. No, the Treaty of Versailles. Yeah, the Treaty of Versailles. Yeah, when all the world leaders met for the end of World War One. Yeah.
You know what I thought? You know what I thought was funny?
Right.
I thought it was funny when Trump was stopped on the edge of the on the escalator, and Melania gave the nastiest look, and so did Trump. They both gave the identical same look. So tell me that they're not still together. They're fucking still together. They give the same nastiest look to the side to the press because the escalator stopped and they were embarrassed.
But there is footage of them on Army One, or was it the Marine One? They was arguing at each other on Marine One. I saw that clip. He waved his finger at her and shit. I don't know. Hold on. You forgot I was in France for that year, and they all showed up. Oh, okay. Oh yeah. The anniversary for the end of World War. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. But and Queen, you are right. You're right in that video you made. Twitter is hell. That's a hellscape.
I don't do Twitter, so I'm good.
Oh my God, Twitter is a hellscape.
And Twitter is where Satan lives. Twitter worse than
Yeah,
TikTok.
man. TikTok don't hold a candle to Twitter though. I'm telling you, TikTok don't hold a candle to Twitter. And that's the bottom of hell. Damn, shit.
You know
They
the
over
worst part about Twitter is
what?
when you be reading a thread and then in the middle of the thread you looking at somebody's butt or
Man,
genitals. Like,
yeah,
bro, what the
yeah.
fuck?
That's why I have to be careful on Twitter. That's why when I show my Twitter stuff, I try to be careful because people will go out nude, and shit. So yeah, you have to be careful on Twitter though.
Is okay. I'm confused. Twitter, is that the one that Elon bought?
Yeah, yeah, or X. It's called X.com, Twitter. Well, if you type Twitter.com, it go back to X.com. It's the same site.
Oh,
Same
I'd
site.
never in a million years get on that fucking thing. I'd never, especially after he owned it.
Yeah, and I'm also on Blue Sky too. I'm on Blue Sky as well. So
I don't do
yeah,
none of those things. And what's the one TikTok that they want to take over or Trump wants to take over? Is it
yeah,
TikTok?
yeah.
I don't do none of that shit. I barely
Cisco,
ever get on Facebook ever.
Cisco's going to get is going to own TikTok. I think it was Cisco, the computer tech company. Yeah,
Hmm.
they're going to own they're trying to buy TikTok, but Donald Trump kept doing the whole what you call it delays on the sale. So Cisco might sit there and buy it, and then they promised that they're going to change the algorithm. Oh yeah, yeah, Israel going. Yeah, yeah. See, see. Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Yeah, yeah. Cisco buy. You know who's going to get it. So yeah, um, yeah. So anyway, oh, and I'm glad Savvy Sabs did that video on the what happened in Tennessee. I and and that really went over my head, and I forgot that include that in my video because that was part of the Israeli government. You know what? I'll be quiet on that. I'll be quiet on that. Yeah, but yeah, those one of those men was part of the Israeli lobby, and then Zabby Sabs put out a video saying how it's connect to a group in Atlanta. They're trying to do this in Atlanta as well. So
Hmm.
yeah, but that's part of Benjamin Netanyahu's campaign to go after black Americans. It seems so. Anyway,
What you
anyway,
said?
uh,
What you just say?
no, that like like the Israeli government or Benjamin
Uh huh.
Netanyahu going
Uh
to them black colleges.
huh.
Yeah, yeah. One of them guys in that video I made, he's
Uh huh.
part of that organization. And
Wait.
Sabby Sabs she did a video and said that one of the guys are part of he's part of the organization that's part of the Zionists. So
Wait. Netanyahu going to HBCUs?
are sending people to HCBUs, and I saw
Oh,
the
he's
other
sending people.
yeah
Okay. I thought
yeah
you said he went. I was going to say, what
no
the hell, fuck?
so
I mean, going to HBCUs, black folks is not signing up for Israel.
right.
Black folks is
Mm,
aware of who are real Jews and who not. They're not going. Most of them, okay. Now I can't speak for these conservatives. I don't know what kind of shit they are.
They don't know. They don't know that the Jews in Israel right now are Canaanites. They don't know any of that. What they call Jews, those are Canaanites.
yeah, yeah, but yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna try to find more information on Charlie Kirk's sister because if the left is so violent, how come she ain't violent?
His parents weren't there either. So what's that say?
Hmm.
Because it was a fundraiser. Oh, damn memorial.
It was a dog whistle for the Nazis. That's what it was.
That too. Whew. But
All of this shit is look. Trump is out here doing shit wide open, and so is Israel. What is up with that? What is they got going on?
I think what's going to happen is they're going to start a war, and one way or the other. I don't know if it's going to be civil war or war with Venezuela or somewhere in the Middle East somewhere.
He talking about going back and invading Afghanistan again
Right? Yeah, yeah. I heard that too. Like, for what? Ain't nothing
because
over
he
there.
is under the impression that if we are at war, then he cannot be removed as president. So that's
Bullshit.
one of his. He got his little tentacles out in all these different places, trying to figure out how he can stay in office, and that's one of the ways he want to try and stay in office. Well, like that's not how our country is set up. We can still have
Mhm.
an election, which I'm still ass. But that's what he's trying. He's trying to figure out where is the best place he can start a war so he can
Well,
stay in power.
he shouldn't even be able to be president for half of the country that he claims he hates are his enemies. If you're already telling us you hate us and we're your enemy, you shouldn't be our president. There's no way you should be able to be our president.
I think I don't know. And Whoopi said something that I've been saying. I've been saying it a very long time. Y'all might want to bypass impeachment and go straight to Amendment 25 and try to get him up and out of there.
Okay, let me
You
see what that is.
you won't have no impeachment trial, nothing. You just do a straight down vote. You know, with a congressional resolution. Do it every 90 days.
All right, the 25th Amendment of the United States. Yeah, Wikipedia. I don't want that. 25th Amendment. Okay. What the hell? Oh, presidential disability.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
I got a
yes.
question. I ain't gonna read it because it got 4 sections. But I got a
Section
question.
two, section
Section two.
two.
Section
Yes,
two
read it.
says whenever there is a vacancy in the office of the vice president, the president shall nominate
No,
a
no,
vice
no,
president.
no, 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 no. I'm sorry, wrong. That's the wrong one. I think it's section three. I think it's section 3 or 4. One of yeah, because I've been saying that for a very long time. Do not impeach
Okay.
him. It would be a
Section 3.
bad. Yeah.
Whenever the president transmits to the president pro tempore of the Senate and the Speaker of the House of Representatives his written declaration that he is unable to discharge the powers and duties of his office, and until he transmit them a written declaration to the contrary, such powers and duties shall be discharged by the vice president as acting president.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm going by memory, so I don't got it in front of me. I'm going by memory. Hold on. Let me try to find
Okay,
it.
so
Let me,
maybe
let
it's
me try to.
section 4. So section 4 says whenever the vice president and a majority of either the principal officers of the executive departments or of such other body as Congress may by law provide, transmit to the president pro tempore of the Senate and the Speaker of the House of Representatives the written declaration that the president is unable to discharge the powers and duties of his office, the vice president shall immediately assume the powers and duties of the office as acting president. Therefore, thereafter, when the president transmits to the president pro tempore of the Senate and the Speaker of the House of Representatives his written declaration that no inability exists, he shall resume the powers and duties of his office unless the vice president and a majority of either the principal officers of the executive department or of such other body as Congress may by law provide transmit within 4 days to the president pro tempore of the Senate and the Speaker of the House of Representatives their written declaration that the president is unable to discharge the powers and duties of his office. Thereupon, Congress shall decide the issue, assembling within 48 hours for that purpose, if not in session. If the Congress, within 21 days after receipt of the letter written declaration, or if Congress is not in session within 21 days after Congress is required to assemble, determines by 2/3 vote of both House that the president is unable to discharge the powers and duties of his office, the vice president shall continue to discharge the same as acting president. Otherwise, the president shall resume the powers and duties of his office. So it's section 4. But the problem with that is, one, it's not enough. In order for that to happen, there has to be a blue wave. It's not enough Democrats in office to make that happen. They can't get 2/3 of the vote. And we already
That's
see.
I believe
Go
that's the
ahead.
only option. I believe that's the only option other
Yeah,
than
but it ain't
people.
gonna work right now.
I know, I know.
Now, if they really are able to get these Epstein files, they might be able to get his ass that way.
Now. I know people ain't gonna. I know people who are hardcore anti-Trump. They ain't gonna like it because he'll be still be president. He just can't do shit. He can't perform the office, right? So every 21 days, just keep on doing it. You know what I'm saying? you know, he'll just be there, but he ain't gonna do shit. So um so I think that would be it would be an option at this point.
And where is JD Vance? He's been eerily quiet.
Oh, because he's always on vacation, girl, on the taxpayer's dollar.
So so yeah, I think Amendment 25 would be the best option, best remedy for Donald Trump at this point.
Hey guys,
But
I'm gonna leave, but because I've got a party that I'm doing tonight, and I got to get things prepared. But thanks for having me on. I'm still listening.
All right. Well, I'm
All
not gonna
right.
stay up very. I ain't gonna stay up very long because I ain't went to sleep yet. I got off from work a few hours ago. But yeah, yeah,
so
yeah,
the issue with Amendment 25 is Trump can still tell these people what the hell he want done, and they gonna do it.
yeah. But without him discharging the office, he can't fire them. I'm gonna say it like this: there are about 2, 3 people. I bet you there's about two. I bet there's some people over there. There's out there. I bet you there's 4 or 5 people over there who is scared, but would he can't fire him, right? He can't sit there and be fired because he doesn't have the power to do it.
He'll
So
just tell Vance to fire him.
you know what? You might have a point. You might have a point, but JD Vance can't get the vice president can't get fired. So
Right. But I think he gonna follow what Trump say because don't nobody like Vance.
well, you might even be right, but I'm just looking at it from I think this is the last because I don't think an impeachment would do anything. I think impeachment would just make it worse. You know,
Well,
it
they
may,
have
because
to actually impeach him on something that's strong, and that's what's been wrong with
right,
every impeachment that they try to get on him. It ain't been worth a damn.
right. So right, and my thing is they shouldn't impeach him the last time.
No, they should have impeached his ass when he sat up there and did that goddamn when he did that insider trading shit. They should have
Yeah,
impeached him when he did that damn what is that meme coin or whatever that Trump coin. They should have impeached his ass in. It's a lot of
mm,
shit that they could have impeached him for. They didn't.
right, right, right. So
Because you not supposed to be able to do that shit in the seat of police. That's illegal.
yeah, Imperial said the vice president can be impeached. You're right, but do you really want the third guy in charge to take over? Do you want the third guy in charge to take over? Because no, I don't want Mike Johnson to become president. Not even for like 3 days. No, because he'll man. Yeah. Now you talking about a Christian nationalist, man. I don't want Mike Johnson be president. Come on,
I'm gonna just
Christian
hope he
nationalist.
go ahead and finish out his 4 years, and we have a smooth transition of powers, and hopefully he go back blue. Because I don't know what kind of shit these damn Republicans is on. This is absolutely crazy. I wonder what they gonna do when he decide he gonna try to come for people guns. That's what I'm waiting on. I want to see how they
Oh,
act then.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting for that to happen. I'm waiting for him to go after people with guns. I'm waiting for that. So I don't want nobody sitting there. Well, man, we voted for you because you try to protect our Second Amendment rights. Yeah, yeah. I want all these Trump supporters talking about Obama, Biden was trying to take your guns, Kamala was trying to take your guns, and yeah. And I still have that video when he was in the White House in 2017. This was his first year in office, talking about red flags and shit, like and all of that. So yeah, but anyway, I'm gonna jump off of your queen. So
All right, get you
take
some
my ass
rest.
to
And I'm
bed.
finna go my ass to bed myself. And take my medicine,
Yeah,
go to sleep.
yeah. I gotta go work tonight. Shit. So
Me
I wish
too.
Ty City had did that lot. I wish I was off during that live stream he did last night. Damn.
Just rewatch it.
Yeah, I guess.
What you
Yeah,
mean? You don't rewatch some of them live streams when you ain't got nothing else to do? I do.
yeah, but I
If
want to
it's a
be
good
on. I
stream.
want to be on the panel. Like I
Oh,
like to be
you trying to
on his. I want to
you
be on
trying to talk
his
shit.
panel. I want to be on his panel. That's the point. That's the point I'm making. I'll be on his
you
panel.
trying to talk shit.
'Cause I ain't
Wanna
really. I
talk
really don't.
shit?
I really don't talk. I don't talk shit on his panels. I really don't.
Yeah.
It's not like going to bomb Cherry's panel and hearing all that bullshit and you know
I need to go
all
over
that.
there and see what happened. I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
watch the stream yesterday. I
Uh,
went to Taylor's house.
yeah, Taylor. I saw some of Taylor's earlier this morning. So
Bro, let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you in the back chat. Hold on. Let me tell you. Give me 1 second. Grab my I got a pill bottle missing. What is it? Okay, hold on. Uh private chat. There we go.
I'm actually surprised to see I am over there.
And Taylor's
Yeah, I'm surprised to see I am on Taylor's channel.
Taylor's trying to get lit.
That thing be packed sometimes. Did you happen to see that?
Oh no, no, no.
Boy.
I
Oh
I didn't
man, that was some funny shit. Okay.
I didn't watch that part. I didn't watch that part.
That shit was so funny.
Shit. I ain't watched that part. So yeah, it well, you know what? I'll tell you later. I'll tell you later how I feel about it. But because
Right.
I can't tell you over here. But yeah. Listen, I don't blame you. That's all I'm gonna tell you. I don't blame you.
Right.
I don't blame you at all.
Right. And then
But
hopefully Rue and Taco Kitty is done with whatever the hell that is they had going on.
man, listen. Choco Kitty and Rude need to get together and fuck. Okay, I'm tired of hearing about it.
What did
Get
they even
together.
fight about? It don't make no damn sense.
I don't either. Both of them are in Houston. Just meet up and fuck. Just meet up, date, have sex, and get it over with. I want to hear about no sexual beef. I don't care about no sexual beef. That shit getting played out. I don't want to hear all that shit. Come on, it's like, Choco Kitty. She think though, man, she's too bougie. She's all bougie and shit. I'm from the north side of Houston. Yay. Yeah, okay. Who gives a fuck? I know how y'all in that northwest side of Houston, y'all so bougie over there. Yeah, it's some beautiful women over there. I gotta tell you that right now. But anyway, it's so bougie and shit. So
Well,
anyway,
I don't get you some sleep. I'm gonna take my magnesium and lay down.
yeah, I guess so. But something else I want to say.
What?
Oh, I want to know what that beef between what's name from Louisiana and psychopath atheist. I want to know how because he mentioned psychopath atheist. What's his
Oh,
name? What's name? The old man from Louisiana, from New Orleans. What's his name?
old man from New Orleans.
Uh, Kev. Kev 504.
Oh, he into it with psychopathy.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
That's really interesting. Shit. But I'm gonna say it like this: I wish you niggas stop showing up on that channel. Wish some niggas stop showing up on that channel because he try to. Because Psychopath Atheist, he try to chin check you and shit. You have to agree with him 100% and shit. Fuck y'all.
BBS do certain shit.
I don't know which one's worse, BGS or Psychopath Atheist. I don't know which one's worse.
Maybe they the same. One's just old and the other one is younger.
Kev still around. Kev just came back. Pure. He just came back because I ain't seen him in months. I ain't seen him in 6 months at least. So yeah, he was talking. He was telling Rude how to handle somebody like him and shit. Like, damn.
Speaking of the
Okay.
devil, where is
What?
BBS? Has he decided to leave the hell alone?
I'm so up to that bitch ass nigga, but I should have dropped his ass. But yeah, he's still doing that. He's still calling everybody pedestrians and shit. He did a live stream yesterday calling people pedestrians.
What happened to y'all 10-part video series, right?
He canceled that. He canceled that.
Oh, he
Remember?
canceled it. I didn't know he
Yeah, he
canceled it.
canceled. Yeah, he canceled it right when I was on that panel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he canceled it because when that bitch ass nigga named Terrence was talking about my family and shit, and I popped the fuck off on Terrence.
Mm-hmm.
He told me don't do. He ain't coming. Big J ain't coming back out here no more. I'm done with him. He's dead to me. So
But y'all
So,
supposed to do like 10 pre-recorded videos.
huh?
I said, but y'all supposed to do 10
Right,
pre-recorded
right,
videos.
right,
And this
right,
ain't the
right.
first time this man done said you dissing him, so we know that's not true. So he decided that he gonna take a break. That's why he missed.
Yeah, yeah. Because I guarantee you, I'm gonna give him like till like well, right now it's September. I give him after Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you after New Year's he'll come over here. I'll, I'll be live doing talking about whatever the topic is. He be showing his ass over here and try to join in on in the chat room and shit or on the
Yeah,
panel.
that's his
Shit.
normal MO.
And I told Tyrone Thompson, I got so pissed off. I told Tyrone, and I don't care if this shit get back. I'm sorry, get back. I told Tyrone, get rid of Chaos Reign.
Mm.
I said it. I had enough. So I told Tyrone about a week or so ago, like 2 weeks ago, get rid of Chaos Reign. Chaos Reign can go to your channel, host your Sunday night channel, and do that manosphere shit when Talk Real Solutions was created to go against the manosphere. So how can you have it both ways? No, I told Tyrone you might want to kick old boy to the fucking curb. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it.
What Tyrone say?
No, he said no, he ain't gonna do that because he said he ain't gonna do that. But yeah, I said I called in. I called in and told him that. I called in and told and said that shit. Fuck Chaos Reign.
Yeah.
Always keep on backing up BGS all the fucking time. You can't tell BGS shit. He be steps right up between me and him. I get tired of niggas stepping right. Every time you trying to address one nigga, you got 2-3 niggas getting right, trying to stand right there in the way of it. That shit pissed me off. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
can't stand that shit. But
Yep. Oh, look at that.
what?
Hmm. I'll tell you later. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna get off of here. So
All right.
yeah.
Have a good rest. Good
All right.
night.
You too. All right then. All right then. Bye, y'all. I'm out.
I am not here to debate with anyone. I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject. I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.